Welcome back, everyone, to part 13, as it turns out. I said 14 in one of the videos. It's 13. What if Naruto had the Rinnegan? So literally, honestly, just one little bit of house cleaning I want to take care of. Because I usually will address a question that I feel needs an answer. That someone asked in the previous video. And that's, why didn't Neji use the rotation against Hinata in the tuning exams? Well, to be answer, I think is very obvious. He couldn't use it. He didn't know it yet. We see him later on training to master and use it later on, and initially he couldn't. So I imagine it's something that he'd been working on, but he just couldn't use it. Plus, he wasn't seeing Hinata's attack coming. But just so we're clear, I found that mistaken. I made it as Naruto. The Chunin exams are Shino Kankuro, Gaara Sasuke, Hinata Sakura, Shikamaru and Dosu, if I'm not mistaken. I did that one. And, big words here. Naruto and Temari. But anyway, so now we get back to the plot. And we get Kakashi basically detailing, okay, so Hinata, Hinata, I believe your father's going to want to try to look over your training. Yes, I hope I'm looking forward to it. I hope. She still is and Naruto looks over at her, and he's concerned and cares and all that. You're okay, right, Hinata? Remember, Hinata got a little messed up in the last one. Not as bad as Neji got messed up, but she definitely got a little messed up. She's walking out. I was like, yes, the doctors say a day or two of rest and I should be good. Hopefully father will allow me to rest. Like, you better let you rest. I mean, what's the point of training into the ground if you're not going to be at your best to see where you stand? So, yeah, right. Anyway, he's like, just good luck on your training. He gives her a little handhold and say, good luck. It's like, and he's kind of like, right. She just kind of, she's blushing. And Naruto's like, Hinata's cute when she blushes. Anyway, so Kakashi says, "Are you going to be training me?" Unfortunately, no. While your eyes are very impressive, I'm not really the right person to help you with that. So my Sharingan's more tailored to help train another Sharingan. So I'm going to be helping Sasuke. But the third told me Jiraiya was here. He's actually the one. Who helped add the extra precautionary seals and around the curse mark. So I'd go out and see. He should be in the village somewhere. So I'd go out and take a look for him. Ah, sweet, thanks. So Naruto goes and he knows where Jiraiya is. So he gets some ramen first. Like, all right, fine, all right. Where is he? He's got to be here some. There he is. Research. Because Naruto very much respects Jiraiya. He probably doesn't even call him Pervy Sage that much. Though it's probably an affectionate nickname for him that he has. But yeah, he's still a pervert. It's like, oh, that son of a. And then Naruto gets a devious idea as the illusion drops in his eyes. The Rinnegan's like, oh, you pervy old toad, you. And he basically just was like, Basho Tenin. He's like, what? I was like, whoa! And he's doing his best to lift Jiraiya, and all of a sudden, Shinra Tensei. And it's like, hey, old man. It's like, huh? Shinra Tensei. Ah! And it's like, never fear, ladies. The Gallia Jiraiya is here to whisk you away and to alleviate all your fears and worries. Gaze upon me in my manly glory. God. And then, of course, I don't have the Timmy Turner dad scream up at the moment, but it's basically the girls going like, ah! It's like, and Naruto is waiting for all the girls to get out. It's like, It's like, it's like, you ever going to learn your lesson? That wasn't funny, Brett. Depends who you are. I thought it was hilarious. So, and besides, you should really learn not to peep on people. What if there have been some underage girls in here? Well, it's like, and Jiraiya's like, look, don't remind me about that. Don't remind me, all right? He's like, remind you? Nothing. Because let's be honest, Jiraiya is a pervert who just, he probably chooses to get bathhouses carefully, but I'd have to believe he's accidentally look at some underage girls without realizing it and realize, oh God, no, wait, no, oh dear God, no, my eyes, It's like, I'm a terrible person, but his perviness cannot be denied. So I was like, so what do you need? Let me guess, Brett. You need training, huh? It's like, yeah, the training exams are coming up. I'm finding the wind user from the Sand Village. Oh well, yeah, I got a rundown from the Okage about the preliminary matches. From what I can tell, she seems her greatest skill doesn't seem to be her winjutsu. It seems to be her strategic mind. From the little we got from that. Now that being said, I say that we don't really get a big view of Temari's intelligence. Excuse me, and in that fight with Tenten, it was really just showing off for winjutsu. But still, with your arsenal, you probably shouldn't have any big problem. You should probably just work on refining what you have. It's like, yeah, I know, but I still should be focusing on training. So like, well, there is something. There's something I wouldn't mind teaching you, but it's probably going to involve a little bit of work. It's like, sure, why don't we go over to somewhere else? And so they go over to the spot they were. I don't think anyone would bother them there. Plus, Jiraiya knows that doing what they're going to be doing will cause Rinnegan to just, activate, not activate, but be visible. So, don't want to show it off there. All right, Naruto. Yeah, you've seen me summon the toads before, but you know how I do that thing. Wait, that's the summoning jutsu, right? Correct. And he's like summoning jutsu. He's like, so what I wanted you to do was. What we're going to do is you're going to sign the Toad contract, and you'll be able to hopefully and practice on summoning for the next month. I was like, it'll be good. Not only will it be good chakra control exercise, they'll give you a new arsenal and allies to aid. It's like, cool, sweet. And basically, he's goes to bite his thumb and to sign it, but all of a sudden, just like he hears just, it's like something wrong, Naruto. There's a voice in my head. Not a voice in my head. It's like there's a voice in my head saying something. It's like, wait. So the hand sign is like, well, careful. If you don't have a summary, you're saying 7 days jutsu, animal, and he just first turns an animal path, and then poof. And sure enough, I'm just gonna throw one of the random ones out there. The bird shows up. It's like, what? And Gama's just like, it's like, it's like, oh, hi there. And this is interesting because I read a fan fiction at one point where Naruto had a Rinnegan, and he was sharing the animal path with Nagato. So in theory, shouldn't they be able to see, because they can see through the eyes of the animal, the Nagato could. Pain could. Naruto should be able to do the same, but if Nagato is also seeing through that, maybe it's only when they summon it. Like, so as long as Naruto has the bird out or whatever animal out, he would be seeing through the bird's eyes as well, but Nagato wouldn't. And if Nagato was, and let's go with that logic, because otherwise it's just going to get really confusing really fast. It's like, wait, it's like, how is this? Like, is this another ability of the Rinnegan? It's like, it looks like the bird shares your eyes, kid. Looks like it. That reminds me, you briefly mentioned the Okage that you had another ability. So, oh yeah, I figured out another one too. I think this one's called the Azura Path. Hold on, he just focuses like, and he just turns his arm into like a bladed whip machete, whatever. Because what it could turn into is kind of just varying. But he turns it into basically like his arm like splits and deviates and turns it like a missile launch. He's like, whoa! It's like, what? Yeah, and then he's like, that feels really. I really don't like that one. I like that one even less than the human path, and that's saying something. So indeed, looks like you've gained quite a bit of a roster of abilities, kid. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I. Oh, and I can do this too, because that's right. He doesn't show chakra. He just creates a big. Like, my what is it? Is there anything these eyes can't do? Like you're turning into a one-man arsenal. Yeah, I still can't really do much with the still can't get past 2 clones though. That really sucks. Well, how about this then? We'll focus on not only on I guess figure out what you can summon, but we'll work on that clone. We'll work on expanding the amount of clones you can use too. It's like, cool. That sounds awesome. And so that's basically Naruto's training for the foreseeable month. Hinata's training. Hinata goes to her father. It's like, I've heard you passed your exam. You even beat Neji. Now, again, going to some fan fictions, I've heard some people, give the idea that the Hyugas are very traditional and rigid and don't use anything outside of their own style. There has never been anything, though, in the canon to suggest that, as far as I know. It's just the fact that we always just see them using their own style. But that doesn't mean they're against it. Maybe they just don't bother to learn it or use it, or they just don't feel they need to use it. But that doesn't mean they don't have it at their arsenal if they don't need to. You use techniques other than the gentle fist. Since when have you been learning nature control, Hinata? Kakashi Sensei thought it would be beneficial for me, seeing as Naruto and Sasuke already know their nature or their natural chakra natures. It's like, and from what I told you, I have a lightning nature. Is that correct? It's like, yes. And he's just stopping and thinking. He's like, take tomorrow off and recover. The next, then we'll begin your training for the next month or for the next part of the tuning exam. We will begin your training for the next part of the tuning exam, bright and early the next day. And she's like, really? Yes. The fact that you can use lightning jutsu is very interesting. I look forward to seeing if we can tailor that to the gentle fist. So, Hayashi's actually taking a vested interest in Hinata. And Hinata's like, I'll take it. Sasuke obviously trains Chidori, all that. Sakura's definitely trying to get some stuff under her belt. But the problem is that she's beaten Ino. She is learning under Kurenai and all that, certainly. But unfortunately, her vast fangirlism and her ego is just really starting to get overboard. And Kurenai's scene is like, she needs to be put down. She actually honestly needs to be brought down a peg. Unfortunately, as her sensei, she's not going to buy it from me. But honestly, what's going to do it is a loss. So as much as I'm training, as much as I'm not going to try to sabotage my student, I hope to God Hinata beats her. And she's like, Sasuke's going to be so impressed on me with this new genjutsu. Yay! And to be fair, too, I do believe that Kurenai would probably say you should probably learn at least a ninjutsu as well. And if I'm not mistaken, if I always remember correctly, I believe she definitely has Earth as one of her primary chakra elements. So she learns the Mud Wall, and the one I always affectionately call the Crater Fist, because it does fit into Sakura's style to, just punch things. So, yay! So, yeah, Sakura gets that. Also helps build up reserves that we know weren't very large to begin with. Anyway, we now get to the actual tuning exams, the finals themselves. I do think we still have that nice moment where, Hinata and Naruto meet up at team training ground 7. It's like, oh, Hinata, it's like, you're here. It's like, yeah, I'm just, thinking about the match tomorrow. I was like, yeah, I'm excited about it, a little nervous as well. It's like, but you'll do great. You're an amazing person and Shinobi. It's like, I think you're amazing too, Naruto, and I hope the best of luck. And if we meet, and Naruto basically says, and if we meet in the finals, then so be it. Don't you hold back on me. Like, and he nods, gives a nod and smiles, like, great. It's like, great. And then as they're about to go, it's like, after this is done, do you want to maybe get something to eat and hang out and stuff? And he nods, just like a date. It's like, kind of. It's like, he just blush, but it's like, yes. And Naruto evens a little, so it's like, great. He's like, yay. Oh my God, I asked the girl out, and she said yes. Young love. You sprinkle it in there now and then. For all those people who love Naruhina, like Naruhina, accept Naruhina, and even for all you people who hate Naruhina, sprinkling it in there. Look, now, I'll address it right now. I do get some people who get on my, not get on my case, that's not the right word, but who do voice their dislike of the pairing or want something different. And I always basically explain, if something, what's the best terminology? If something alters the story in enough of a way where I don't think Naruhina would work, or is going to happen, I don't do Naruto. I can think of at least I can think of 3 different times where Naruto did not end up with Hinata in a what if I did. I'm not going to say which ones. If you've watched them, you already know. But I'll say who he ended up with. He ended up with Temari in one. Someone gave the argument, like, they're related. He said, that's kind of gross because they're related. Like, don't, well, kind of, and they said it's like enter politics or something like that, village politics. Don't ask. I'm like, no, they're not related. I have no idea how you think they're related, but they are not biologically related. There's no evidence to that. Sorry. And here's the thing: if you're gonna say that, don't then say don't ask. No, if you say they're related, you need to back up your proof on it with proof on that. But no, he ended up with Temari in one, he ended up with Ino in another, and he ended up with Tayuya in another one. So I do other pairings besides Naruto and Hinata. It's just the pairing that happens most often because normally the story doesn't change in a way that would alter Naruto or Hinata. And sometimes it actually changes in a way that actually makes it more likely. This one I felt stayed about the same. Anyway, so we get to the next day. It's like, all right. And should note, Dosu's gone. Dosu's, dead. Gaara killed him because he tried to take on Gaara. And he lost. So this is the new pairings, memorize it. And Shikamaru's like, wait, what? What happened to the other guy? So now I'm going to have to face the winner of the Naruto and this chick? Oh, man, what a drag. So if everyone except the 2 combatants for the round 1, please stay. Go to the weighing box. And, Naruto just gives her a look. It's like, good luck, Hinata. It's like, good luck. And he wishes Sakura good luck. Just like, good luck, Sakura. How about it? And it's like, thanks, Naruto, but I don't need luck. And it's like, I've got skill. Okay, you ready, Hinata? And they both clash. Now Sakura begin and they clash. So let's be clear. Sakura isn't dumb. In fact, she had academically, I believe she did in fact have the best book smarts of anyone in the class. However, Ino, why did I go that? There we go. However, Ino, I think, was overall more well-rounded than her, but because of the whole Inashika Cho curse thing, they put her on that team. Otherwise, I think a lot of people actually bring up that she actually should have been on Team 7 if we're going by the logic they say with best girl, best kid, or best guy, and the worst. At least that's what they say in the anime. But Sakura's still very academically smart. She just didn't have a lot of experience or any unique abilities, she didn't have a great world view, if you will. She didn't have a lot of in-world experience. And unfortunately, that's still carrying over here. She's very cocky and confident. And she does have a right to be to some degree. She's actually got a real knack for genjutsu, as Kakashi, as they flat out said in the canon and never did anything with it. That's why she's getting genjutsu in this, damn it. So she comes in, uses some clones, but Hinata's got her Byakugan out. It's just Byakugan. She can just immediately see where Sakura is. Just comes in, and she just lands a shot at Sakura, who luckily gets a substitution jutsu off. It's like, ooh, that was close. And immediately creates a mud wall, but Hinata can see through the mud wall because X-ray vision, and immediately picks out Sakura. Sakura then, does new genjutsu. There's Sakura Blizzard. There's the tree, where she's used both of them. I would say she tries to use maybe having the mud wall dissolve and try to make her sink. Maybe make Hinata think she's sinking. However, Hinata is not dumb, and her Byakugan, while not as effective at seeing through genjutsu as the Sharingan is, and I doubt as strong as the Rinnegan is still, from what I understand, good, solid at getting through genjutsu. Even though high genjutsu, I think, is more difficult. And Sakura's overconfidence, it means that she's not really paying attention, and Hinata can see her again, where Sakura's trying to come in with the Crater Fist. Hinata comes in, lightning gentle fist, channeling lightning chakra after her training with her father, and just boom, shatters the lightning fist and goes right into Sakura's hand, right up her arm. Just what was that? I can't feel my arms. It's like lightning. It's like Hyuga art, lightning, gentle lightning fist or lightning palm. Basically, lightning gentle fist or whatever the name would be. And she basically, and they're looking on, like, whoa, that was awesome. And Nenji's looking from the sideline because he's stuck in the sidelines. So, and he just can't understand how he lost. And he's even seeing, because he can still activate his Byakugan, and he's still probably recovering from what Hinata did. Because that even though that wasn't lethal, that hurt and did some damage. So he's probably spent some time recovering. And he had a lot of internal damage too. Even Hinata was still coughing up blood a month later. So yeah, he's still had been recovering light training, but he's looking at it like she channeled lightning chakra through there, and then it directly counteracted the Sakura's earth chakra. Not only that, it traveled all the way up her arm, and now Sakura's got a limp. I was like, you, and then she basically, no, it's like I can't lose. I'm the best. I'm the best in the class. I mean, you're good, Hinata, but I'm Sakura Haruno, like Kunoichi of the year. I'm not gonna just lose to you. I gotta prove to Sasuke just how great I am. It's like, and then Hinata's like, and then Hinata just kind of, it's like, you really think Sasuke's gonna, and she just kind of like drops her guard for a little bit because her guard's not truly dropped. He's like, I don't need to have my guard up around you. You really think Sasuke's just gonna fall in love with you just because you work hard but harass? It's like, what? It's like, that's not how you get someone you like to like you back. There's no easy way to do that. You just have to be there for them. Try being their friend first and not try to smother them. Take it from me. It's love is, your feelings are not easy to deal with. And if you work hard at it and put sprinkle a little hope in there and all that, and she looks up at Naruto, and Naruto's giving her a smile back, and he's like, and it's a smile saying, I know what you mean. I realize I like you too. It's like, maybe it can work out, but if you're just trying to force it on someone, you can't force love or affection on someone. It's like, and Sakura's just not getting it at the moment. It's like, whatever, and she's able to at least kind of get her chakra points. She's at least able to move her arm now. It's like, and she basically just decided to go all. And she basically just uses the full power of Genjutsu on Hinata. Now, in terms of what the strongest Genjutsu she knows right now is, I'd still say it's that tree one. I think her and I would spend a lot of time hammering a lot smaller Genjutsus in on her. That way, she has a solid arsenal. But yeah, she tries to basically get behind Hinata. Basically, the tree behind Hinata. Hinata thinks, it looks like she's bad. She concentrates a lot of energy into her Byakugan. And keep in mind, too, that Sakura is, I believe, still behind her. So, is actually behind her. So, to kind of break the Genjutsu. And is able to do it. And just as Sakura is about to get the kunai in front of her throat to basically ask her to submit, she just, not even shouts, just says rotation, and just boom, and just Sakura gets whooshed up and just slams straight into the wall, and just knocked out cold. Sakura Haruno is unable to battle. The winner is Hinata Hyuga. That's my girl. Woo! That's Hinata. Yeah. And as it bows and ultimately goes to check in on Sakura as the medics come, and Sakura kind of wakes up. What? I was like, you got thrown into a wall, ma'am. I lost? No, Sasuke. No, Sasuke. And then Hinata basically just like, he said, I told you, you can't force any of this. He really thinks Sasuke, if Sasuke was even here to see that he would think any more different of you regardless. And then Sakura's just like, she's trying to comprehend it, but right now she's in pain and she's upset and all that. So she's carted off. So obviously, Gaara and Sasuke get skipped, and then Kankuro and Shino get skipped. So it's like, all right, then next match is Temari versus Naruto Uzumaki. It's like, all right, my turn. It's like when he jumps down, and Temari's like, you ready, Blondie? It's like, are you ready for this, Blondie? It's like, whatever. You know it, Blondie. To which Temari's just like, I should have seen that one coming. And begin! And we'll save that for Wednesday. Oh, yeah, I'm cliffhangering you fuckers. Yeah. It's my who would win. I can do it. Sorry. It's my what if. I can do whatever I want. I am the Wanda of this who what if WandaVision. I will control it. Spoilers if you haven't been watching WandaVision. But yeah, I control the reality. So that's it for this episode. Actually, we got a lot farther than I thought we would, and I'm glad for that. It helps speed up the process of. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this, and I want to do it for as long as possible. But the quicker we can get them done, the quicker we can get to other ones and more ideas and all that. So even though this will probably almost certainly go into like 20s in terms of how many parts I got, that's why I do the week of what ifs and who will win, so I can get through a lot of these in one go. Till then, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas of who will win Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything to do in the channel, Land Corp, magic, Pokemon team videos. Put it all in the comments below. Let me know. And hit that bell if you want notifications. Later, folks. I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday. Or Atlantic, because I was able to pre-record this on Monday. I will see you tomorrow for Atlantic Corp and other what if. So later, folks.